Here we go, people. Here we go. Here we go. The open. You guys ready for it? You ready for it? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Did we start, Coach? I think we started. Did I hear you?
I don't know. I think so.
You hear me? Oh, there's Roberto. Let me just make sure. There's Roberto Diaz.
Roberto.
Woo! All right, a special edition of ThursDIAZ. ¿Cómo está, Robbie?
In the house.
Ande.
Happy birthday. Vámonos, pues. Salud. Un tequilita con...
Para happy birthday, boy.
Ahí estamos, ahí estamos. Oh, thank you, Roberto.
Coach, good seeing you. I like that hat, Coach.
Ahí estamos.
25 primaveras, Roberto. Cumplió Beto.
Oh, man.
25 primaveras.
Yeah, we have to. We have to. 25 primaveras. Here we go. The open. We got all kinds of good stuff. Oh, man. But you guys are mad. Where'd it go? What happened to... I had the open for...
Hey, ¿vas a la primera comunión, Jeremiah, o qué?
Yeah, we got rid of Jeremiah. I don't know what happened to him. Let's see here.
Introducing to you the fighting pride of Coachella, California, the best damn trainer in boxing. Here is Joel
All right, now we got the Roberto intro.
Representing many champions and future champions here with Golden Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you Roberto Diaz.
There we go.
There we go. We got rid of him, so we have all three. We are ready to. Oh, where's Roberto go? Let's see here. I got him. Where you at? I'm messing up today. There he is.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
There we go. All right, here we go. Yeah, thanks to everybody joining us for now a special edition of ThursDIAZ. Why are we doing it on Wednesday? Porque mañana me voy de vago. Simple as that. I was asking Coach, hey, today could we do something on Wednesday if it's possible? And he said, yeah. Roberto, I even told him, Roberto, I know you're super busy last minute. He's like, no, we'll do it. And yes, it is my birthday. My birthday was yesterday. I turned 25 yesterday, and then so I'm not a big birthday guy. I'd rather make un burlote about everybody else. So I didn't post on social media or anything like that. But thanks to everybody who sent me the messages and appreciate all that good stuff. I'd rather just have a big party with everybody else, but we couldn't do the party this year, so here it is. So I had a good birthday yesterday. I went to get donuts. Then I went to have French toast with my son, and then I went to McDonald's with my daughter. And then I went to, what did I have dinner at? I went to In-N-Out, had a 3x3, and then I got a little cake, and that was it. And it was cool. It was really nice. And Roberto, thank you for the messages. Coach, thank you for the messages for everybody that's out there. And then everybody that made the messages on ThursDIAZ. So this is the first time that we are reunited since July? Is that what it is? Roberto, when did you leave? So. When did you leave?
I left right after Zurdo's fight, the Sunday after. So I left July 9th, the 11th, which was Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you went. Hey, did you bring any Turkish delights back?
Yeah, I did. They're delicious. I got hooked on the Turkish delights. You know, when I first saw them, Coach, I was like, nah, I'm not too much of that kind of candy. I'm more in the chocolate and pastelitos. But when I tried it with a little bit of tea, oh my God, it hit the spot, and I was like hooked on them right away. They're not that sweet. They're sweet, but they're not llenos de azúcar, pues.
We had the same experience as you when Joel and I went to the first Turkish delight store, and they had them, and they give you samples, you know. And Joel is like, nah. I go, try it. And once he tried it, quería comprar toda la tienda, el cabrón. Just a little bit. So
I think he told me he brought like 20 pounds of Turkish delights. Le dije, ¿qué? He said it was heavy. He's going 20 pounds.
Because we bought boxes. Plus one day, Abney shows up with bags of boxes, and we're like, oh. So we stacked up everything in our luggage. But we brought a lot of Turkish delight, We bought some, plus Abney ordered some for us, and we had some for a while. But we tried every different flavor out there. It was really good. So I'm
The
glad I saw the
pistachio
story.
one's my favorite. The
yeah.
pistachio ones are
The
my favorite.
pistachios were
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. There it is. There are people coming in with us, and you're like, "Why on Wednesday?" Hey, we're doing it here on Wednesday. It's ThursDIAZ. It's a little birthday edition, so I got me a nice little bottle of bourbon. So I'm gonna make a little bourbon today, and there we go. Nomás un traguito. This is a quick show because Roberto's around, so we want to take advantage of that. Coach is around because I know, Coach, you're going to Vegas this weekend, right?
No, I'm not.
I thought you have a fight this weekend.
I had.
Oh.
Man, it's just, I mean, it's just upsetting for me because we had a fight on the card. And, I mean, it was just fighting back and forth with this, politics shit. And honestly, I was a little upset because we had Raja Butaya fighting Jamal James. And last week, they just called us and says, oh, well, they're going to move it. Why? I mean, we had the date. And I talked to some of the people there, and they called me and said, hey, Coach, can we move? I said, no. I mean, we're ready for that day. Oh, but we can't. And they gave me this, I mean, excuse my language, but a bullshit excuse that they couldn't have 3 fights for the same title on the same card, Basically, Manny Pacquiao is a champion in recess, and then Ugas is an interim champion, and Jamal James is a champion. So, I mean, they were all going to fight in the card, so they wanted to get Jamal James to fight in Minneapolis September 5th, which is his house. And I said, no, it's not going to happen. So, I mean, they basically took us out of the card.
The politics. All right. Well, I'm over here thinking I got Coach out there, but we'll be all right. We'll figure it all out. We're here to talk to you, the fans, and here's what I want to do. So, as I was telling Coach before this started, Texas was fun. Roberto and I were in Texas. Razo wasn't there. Razo had to worry about getting into fights. I think Razo signed a couple people from the Rams game that were in the end zone throwing punches. So there's some new heavyweights coming to Golden Boy from the Rams fans. But we were in Frisco, Texas, watching Vergil Ortiz put on an excellent show. And Roberto, the reason I'm glad you're here today is I haven't been at a fight with fans out of California in a long time. And it felt good to be there, but I'm pretty sure you got some of this too, Roberto. ThursDIAZ, I love it. ThursDIAZ, this and that. And it's from people that I've never interacted with. People at the hotel were coming up to me, and people in the media and everything else. Like, hey, man, we love what you guys do. We love what's fun. It's not like a normal boxing podcast where you're this or that or agendas. It's just a fun conversation, good plática. And that's part of the reason I wanted to do this today, because I want to just say thank you to the fans, because we're so stuck in our house that we don't quite know what's going on. And even though it's always Mikey making stupid memes of us or the same people that we're always talking,
yeah,
the hardcore fans are watching. They may not interact with us, but we're doing it for them. And I know, Roberto, you can speak to that. It's like, it was cool just to walk around the venue and just hear like, hey, ThursDIAZ. Usually it's, hey, Beto Vision. Hey, no, and it was like, hey, ThursDIAZ. I'm like, what? Like, that was cool. I wish I had stickers in my pocket to hand out.
No, you're right, Beto. I mean, the Texas fans have always been, very, very loyal, very proud boxing fans. I mean, Texas in general is probably the strongest state and the strongest united boxing fans out there. But you're right. After the fights, I mean, during the show, ThursDIAZ, a couple of people came up, took pictures and said, hey, please tell Beto. I said, he's starting the Facebook show, but I'll let him know so that after he can get pictures with you guys. But then even after the show in the lobby of the hotel, so many fans came up and asked for pictures and say, hey, you guys are killing it, ThursDIAZ, and the fights were this and that, and Vergil. And that really gives you that they are paying attention, they are watching, and most importantly, they are supporting. So, yes, you're right. All love out to all the fans that support us on a weekly basis or every time they can, and supporting the fights. And you know what? We're here for you.
Yeah, because we get caught up in like just doing the work, and you forget that there's people out there, right? And it was just cool to see it, because I'm used to that where people are like, hey, Beto, Lakers this, Lakers that, or Dodgers this. But it was like, hey, ThursDIAZ, and it was like cool. One of the one of the guys pulling cable at the venue on the DAZN card. I've never seen this guy before, Texas guy, He's like, hey, I really love the episodes on ThursDIAZ. I watch it on Mondays on my days off. What's and he's like, I started watching it a couple weeks ago. What's this lost episode everybody keeps talking about? And I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, I don't know the guy, and he's on the DAZN crew, so he thinks I'm very professional. I'm still in my suit. I'm still looking all professional. I was like, it's one of those where I got drunk and I started telling people off. He's like, wait, that's not you. You don't act like that. I'm like, well, that night exactly. I did.
That night it wasn't me. It was a bottle of tequila.
Yeah.
You know what? I have really good experiences in my career from the people out there in Texas. Honestly, I remember since I started coming to Texas, since Omar Figueroa fighting on the undercard of Canelo Trout. I mean, it was great. The feeling, the fans, the people. There was times, at the press conference, at the media workout, where, people trying to, get close, taking a picture, asking for an autograph in the venue, everywhere you go. The Texas people, man, the fans in Texas, honestly, to me, have been great. Always showing love everywhere you go. That's why I've always said, I love going to Texas. They give us much love. We really thank everybody out there for always being part of our careers. Mm-hmm. And when we come to Texas, they show the love right away. They are hardcore fans. They love boxing. And honestly, they're very, very respectful, man. They give you much love every time we're in the venues, fights, weigh-ins, media workouts. They've always showed appreciation and love. And we really thank everybody for always watching us and supporting us.
Yeah, man.
And I want to add, Beto, also the Texas Boxing Commission. Big Greg, it was really good to see him. I hadn't seen him in a long time through the COVID. Gus, the doctors, everybody out there. It was really, really good to see them. And we thank them for all the support, helping us get through the week. There was a lot of issues on that card with fights falling. We had an opponent come in for a world title fight. He came in 11 pounds heavy. Obviously, He wasn't going to make the weight. That fight fell out. We were waiting for Pablo Cesarcano up till the last minute to get his passport so he could jump on a plane. By the way, he got it on Monday.
Oh, like you said.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Monday he says, hey, here you go. Here's a copy of my passport. And it was like one business day too late. So, there was a lot of hurdles. Obviously, when the main event, that's the cream of the crop right there. So we were just crossing our fingers that everything went good there to get the fight in the ring. And obviously it did. And it came out for the fans to what we expected, a very, very good fight that brought out sparks and brought out, punches and intentions to knock out. And it was a great fight.
Yeah, it was a heck of a fight afterwards because Frisco, Texas, about half hour, 45 minutes north of Dallas. And the hotel that we were staying at, which is right next to the venue, afterwards, I see the Mean Machine. Iggy's walking into the hotel. The dude is just the nicest guy. During the week, he was really cool, real nice, real professional. And then he took a picture with every single person in the hotel. He's standing there with a bag of ice like this, puts it down to take the picture, puts the ice pack on. Just the nicest guy. It's somebody easily you want to root for. It was cool. Then, like Roberto, you and I were standing there and going back and forth, and somebody comes up to Roberto and they tell him, oh, Roberto, you're back. You were in the hot air balloons in Morocco or something. It's like they knew everything about it. I'm like, it was just cool to be in that environment again. And if you've never been to a fight, destination fight, do it once. Not Vegas, but like these other locations you could do it and really interact with it. It was just cool to see. And I'm like, wait, I was like, turn around, like, Roberto, you're in a hot air balloon? You're in Morocco? Like, where did you go, Bobby? Let's start with this. Forget the fights. Let's talk about the Middle East traveler, Roberto Diaz. Where did you go and how long?
You know what? From hearing Coach one morning when he joined us all the way from Turkey, I was like, hey, what's Coach doing there? He looks like he's having too much fun. And we packed our bags and took off for 2 weeks to Turkey. We were in a place called Bodrum, which is the beach area. Amazing, very, very nice resort. And from there, we went to Cappadocia, which is the hot air balloon capital of the world.
Oh, wait, you really went on hot air balloons?
Yeah, I didn't go on. I went to where they're at, but I didn't go on.
Oh, okay.
I don't like heights. Heights and I do not get along. I was in the basket, but I made the mistake to ask the pilot, how high up are you going? He goes, oh, we're going to go high today because there's no wind. It's like 5:15 in the morning. Sunrise is barely coming, sun's barely coming up. And then I asked, how long are you going to be up there? And I figured if he goes 15 minutes, 20, maybe si lo aguanto. He says, oh, we're going to do about an hour and 20 minutes. We'll land somewhere else from where we take off. And I said, wrong answer. I jumped off. I took a couple selfies next to the balloon. And I said, peace. And I said, I'm not getting on here. Peace in the Middle East. Ahora sí. And I took pictures from down below.
Oh, I get it now.
And then from there, we went to Istanbul. We closed it out in Istanbul. I had a great time. I mean, the food was delicious. Our good friend Ami Yildirim knew I was out there. He was preparing for a fight in London. But every now and then, I get a message. Do you need anything? Please see my friend. My cousin's going to look out for you. Anything you need. I'm in a restaurant. Coach, I'm in a restaurant, Beto. And it's in Istanbul, and I post it. I post, that I'm at this restaurant. And next thing you know, within 30 minutes, the manager comes up. Mr. Diaz, I'm very good friends with Abi Yildirim. He wants to make sure you're taken care of. So anything you need, please let me know. I'm thinking, wow, okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then a few hours later after dinner, I'm still having drinks there. And the waiter comes up and says, this is from Mr. Yildirim. He wants us to serve you some cognac for your after dinner drink. So they served us some cognac, sent some cigars over. It was really cool. It wasn't that, oh wow, he's sending me a drink here. That it was the thought that you're in Miami, across the country, across the world over there and on the other side, but yet you're still making sure that you want to make sure that I'm having a good time in your country. So all love to Miami. What things didn't work out on the fight, but there's always love and respect for you. We're good friends.
Man, that's cool. That's real cool, taking care of you like that. Turkish Mafia, right, Coach?
Turkish Mafia. I told you. From the other side of the world, you're well taken care of.
It's just cool to do that, and where you see that, and everybody just takes care of you for whatever it is you need right now. Now, Coach, let's catch up with you. It's been a while. Also, 2 weeks ago I didn't do the show because I was tired. I wanted to do it last week in Frisco, but I was delayed almost 4 hours leaving LA to wherever I went, Dallas. And by the time the 8 o'clock hit in Dallas, I was done. I was like, forget it. I can't do this. I was asleep by 9 o'clock Texas time. So it was like, oh, Coach, we can't do the show. So how's the gym? It looks like it's brand new. It's open, right?
Yeah, thank God everything's going good. We're already training there. I mean, I'm just happy to be there. It's great just showing up in the morning and having everything in order and having all the people train. It's been open. I got the group of kids training in the afternoon. So we train the pros between 10 and 3 and then come home, get some lunch, and then I go back at 5:30 and I'm there till 7:30. But it's a great environment. I mean, it feels good because we have everything we need, the comfort. Everybody trains happy, and we get people every day, people walking in and just admiring the work that has been done in that gym and how they want to come in. I get people calling me, what would it take for me to train there? Recently, in the last week, I've had businesses coming in and asking me, hey, what would it take for me to put a banner here? I want to sponsor. How much? You tell me.
No way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people like coming in. Hey, relax. Let's just take it a day at a time right now. I'm just getting my feet wet here. Yeah, but please don't forget about me. Here's my number. And but everything's good. I mean, I'm more relaxed. I can see right now I'm still working on the exterior of the gym. Got a little cosmetic work to do on the outside. Inside, everything is almost complete. The only thing I need to finish is the locker rooms. Because I use them as storage to put stuff in. But the gym itself, everything is great. The other day, Sunday, I went to the gym and I got up on the ladder and I put the banner up there. What are you crazy? I go, oh, come on, remember, I work on roofs. I know how to work on ladders. So that's the main entrance. And I just wanted to put the banner up there. A friend of mine from Mexicali sent it to me, Juan Carlos from Legado, where he says, hey, te voy a mandar un banner. So he sent me, oh, actually, those there, they're like skirts for the ring. I was supposed to put them on the ring. But I said, you know what, I'm going to put up in the front. It worked.
Yeah, that's awesome, Coach. It's like we've seen the
well,
gym grow here. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, you guys were out. I mean, you guys were busy. I know Roberto was traveling, and you were out there. I decided one day, I was tired, and I did take a mini vacation. I went out to Coronado Island.
Oh, that's right.
Out in San Diego. One day it was 120 degrees here, and I decided, hey, you know what? It was on Wednesday afternoon. I'm gonna go for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be out there. We went to Coronado Island.
Yeah.
When I got over there, Roberto, it was 68 degrees. So, yeah.
Con
From
suéter
120.
y chamarra.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you're at night, a little chilly. I said, nah. Forget it like that. Just walk around, Went and walked around restaurants. Went on a bike ride with the girls in the morning. I mean, having breakfast, out at a restaurant outside right by the beach, Roberto. Man, that's priceless,
Yeah.
I was out there, went out, did some shopping, went to some restaurants in downtown, and we came back home on Sunday, the Sunday, and just relaxed a little bit and started my week again. So everything's really good, man. I'm happy. I'm glad to see you guys. I'm happy to see you guys.
Yeah.
The show you guys had in Dallas was a great show. Vergil showed he matured. He matured and he was more patient. He wasn't the wild Vergil that he was previous that he would lunge in there. He was more patient. He was picking his shots. It was just a matter of time. He did what he had to do, and he's moving forward and moving up to bigger and better things.
Absolutely. I mean, Mean Machine was strong, respected, had me a little nervous before the fight, but I knew that Vergil, on this particular fight, if he stayed more on the mid-range to outside with the jab would be so important in this fight. And it showed. Look, he had his jab is not a normal jab, Beto. His jab is a punch. It's as strong because when he throws it not just to what a jab is intended to do, set up the next punch, but actually his jab really hurts. You could see it. It snaps. It's strong.
Yeah.
And it does set up the right or sets up the left hook or sets up the next punch. But he scared us a little bit in that second round because you know what, Vergil, and you can't teach that in the gym. Vergil, he got stunned and he says, okay, you want to dance? Let's dance. And you know what? That's what makes him special. That's why the fans are embracing him and love him and see that he's for real.
Yeah, as the Ace of SoCal jumps in and says, kudos to Roberto. Mean Machine was a hell of a batch of Vergil learning experience, and he confirmed what a Golden Boy has a special fighter on their hands. Felicidades, Roberto and team. So the very nice comment there from the Ace of SoCal. Let me see if I can get this video up right now. Where's it at? I'm putting it up. It's a video I shot ringside. We can see this. And this is the end of the fight. This is from my seat right there. The way he ends it. He finished it. But this is what I like about Vergil is no real big celebration for him. No smile. No emotion. Just walks over to the opponent's corner and just gets it done. Geez, that kid's a monster.
Very, very humble, a true professional, doesn't over celebrate because you know what? In his mind is I'm supposed to be winning, so why am I over celebrating? Another thing that we got to pay attention to, the announcement for the 10 seconds had already went. They had already tapped the ring because there was less than 10 seconds to go when the stoppage comes. But normally a fighter would say, okay, the round's over. Okay, but you know what? Let me play it safe. Vergil saw him hurt. What did he do? He smelled blood, went in for the kill. Even though there was almost no chance of finishing it at that point, but he knew there was 3 knockdowns, so he went in for the kill and finished it within the time period and dropped him one more time for the finish.
That was crazy. The way he waited after him and got him, it a fun fight, fun night here. There in Texas. Toño is here. But now we can start the show because Toño is here, and also I don't know, Roberto and Coach. There was an episode where Toño joined me, and he let me know, and he had a good time, and it was one of those where it wasn't just me messing around with Toño. It was all of us having a good time, and it just Toño opening up, and it was just Toño is evolving as a broadcaster.
I went to a fight this weekend. We had a fight at a Thompson event. Lázaro Vargas fought there Saturday. And, I just went there because Lázaro trains with us. Oscar Gracia trains him. And, I had nothing to do, so we went out there to the show and enjoyed it and walked in the ring with Lázaro and Oscar. And Antonio shows up to the dressing room, Roberto. Antonio shows up, to the dressing room. He had his nice shirt. I mean, I thought Roberto Tapia walked in, right? I'm telling you. When I saw him with his shirt, I thought Roberto Tapia walked in. I go, man, we have a concert or what? So, and then all of a sudden, I'm ignored by all the coaches there. Danny Zamora gets up and he says, finally, I'm going to take a picture with the main guy of ThursDIAZ.
Oh, okay.
He took a picture with Antonio. And I go, what about me? He goes, I don't know who you are. I'm taking a picture with the most important person of ThursDIAZ. I go, really? He goes, yeah. Antonio, come. And he took a picture with Antonio.
Okay. I'm glad you bring that up because I just got reminded of that right now. So I run the ThursDIAZ account. It's me doing this. If you ever respond, it's me. I'm in Texas. And I'm working with Sinisa Estrada. Did a great job on the broadcast, on the Facebook. We have a little bit of break before we get going for the main show, stuff like that. So I walk down the hallway, whatever. I go and somebody tells me, oh, Beto, hey, how you doing, big fan, blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking they're a fan of mine, right? Oh, where's Toño? I don't... All right, I just got reminded of that, of where's Toño? And the guy, and I was like, oh, Toño doesn't have a fighter. And I don't know this person, so I don't want to be like a jerk like I normally would be, right? I'm like, I don't know this person. I'm like, oh, no, I don't know. He goes, oh, yeah, Toño is in Corona. He's working a fight. He's the real star. Wow. He showed me the picture. I guess this person follows Danny Zamora. They know him. Yeah. And he showed me that picture. And I'm like, how come I didn't see that picture? So I didn't realize I didn't follow Danny Zamora on the ThursDIAZ account. So I went back and looked at it, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, what kind of legend has Toño become that people are now telling me where's he at to tell me about the account because he's the real star? Like, what?
That's the monster you created.
And then the other monster we created, pinche Jeremiah Gallegos. Him in his little tuxedo. People are looking at...
Wait, hold on. He wants to make a special appearance. I have him right here in my pocket. Jeremiah, come on out.
Hey, Roberto. Hey,
that's for creating the monster, Jeremiah. It's your fault.
Hey, he's over there in Texas. I saw Jeremiah in Texas. Beto sent me a video. Roberto, he walks out with a tank top and his little arms. Like I'm flexing. I'm like, oh, look at this guy. Come on.
Even the H on the hat is smaller. The little star in the H of the Astros.
Yeah.
That's chiquitito.
Oh my God.
They're little cheaters on his hat.
Yeah. It's
now he has confidence. He walks around. He wears a muscle shirt. Before he never wore a muscle shirt.
No.
Now he's a star of ThursDIAZ.
He is.
Him and Toño walks in. Toño no longer walks in dressing rooms to help or rap. No, entra como si fuera Mr. Thompson.
For pictures.
Como like,
only for pictures.
Yeah, for pictures, exactly.
Oh my God! But as much as we're picking on Jeremiah, he's a great guy. He actually let me borrow his car so I can go to the Rangers Astros game, and good dude. But because Jeremiah is not here, I'm gonna make fun of him. This dude has a cowboy hat in his car. I'm like, what the hell is this for? He's like, a real Texan has a cowboy hat. I'm like, oh, easy here. So I'm 6'1", Jeremiah's 5'1", so I had to move his seat all the way back to drive his car. There it is.
You were sitting on the back seat?
Yeah, there it is. But he's a great dude, and people come up to him. He takes pictures with a lot of people out there. Real nice. Because he's from Texas, they love him. But I did this on purpose. I told Sinisa, we're gonna go take a picture right now with ring card Amber, who we know is really great girl, and I'm gonna make sure Jeremiah's in the picture just so we can see it. So Jeremiah, I took this picture not to post, but for ThursDIAZ. I wanted everybody to see the height difference right there.
You really got him on that one.
Oh yeah, that's Jeremiah right there. I made sure to get it. Amber, the ring card girl from San Diego, she's Greek, Mexican and Polish. She's like 5'7". Sanisa's about 5-ish, something like that. And I was like, here we go. It's a German.
5'4".
Yeah, and he's like, pinche Beto. But he's great about it, so everybody thinks I'm making fun of him. I'm not. The people who make fun of him are the freaking drivers. Those guys are just mean. Those are just mean. Yeah. And then freaking Jeremiah walks out, wears sunglasses at night, and he has 3 chains. He has all these chains on him. Like, this dude really is like a celebrity out there. It's a different kind of play. Texas is different, man. Texas is different. And they all want Toño. They want Toño. They want Toño. Monsters that were created on the show, so it's cool.
See, you created the monster now.
Yeah, we created the monsters. We appreciate everybody out there. So, and also last week was Toño's 10-year anniversary of when he retired, and he's sad because we didn't have a show for him. You believe this?
That's true.
You believe this?
Yep.
And no show, pone. Oh, we're waiting for your 20th, Toño.
Yeah, because nobody. First of all, who celebrates the retirement, right? And no boxers ever really retired, because if Toño comes back to fight Oscar in a couple of months, what are we gonna do?
That's true.
He never retired. He never retired.
Yeah, and then he's over here crying. No show for
break. He just took a break.
He took a break. He took a long break.
And that's another thing. He says no show. Why are we gonna have a show for him? It's our show, not his.
No entiende.
That's what you created.
Oh,
like the other day, one of my friends. Well, he's a friend of mine. I used to train him before. He turned pro, and he probably fought like 12 fights. He retired, and he called me one night. He's talking about a month ago, and he's drunk. He says, "Hey, Joel, hey, what's up with this, man? I see Oscar de la Hoya's fighting." I go, "Yeah?" He goes, "Train me, dude. I want to fight again."
Oh.
I said, "Really?" But I could tell he's drunk, right? And I said, "Come on, dude. It's been too long already." He goes, No. If Oscar's doing it, I'll do it too. Hey, give me a fight. And if you want, I'll fight him too. Whatever." I go, "Okay." I said, "When do you want to come to the gym and start training?" "I'll be there Monday." It was like a Friday. It's been a month. He came to the gym yesterday. I go, "Hey, so you gonna start training or not?" And his wife was telling me he was drunk that night. He wasn't serious.
Everybody was.
Everybody, see, but at least people get that motivation. You know, Oscar got some people fired up. No. I mean, he even got Toño fired up.
But
everybody like, okay, if he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah. Oscar also inspired people to say, "Hey, I want to go to the Olympics." Yeah, if he can do it, I can do it. Easy there. There's a reason. There's a reason he has a Ferrari and you don't. Okay, so we'll be all right. All right. So yes, it is birthday month, birthday time, all this other stuff. My birthday was yesterday. I turned 25. Also, happy birthday to Lamont Roach Jr., who was on the broadcast with me.
Lamont,
cool dude.
Happy birthday, Lamont.
Yep. And Lamont actually talked about the time he spent in camp with you guys, he and his dad. And the Rincon brothers are like, "Oh, man, Coachella's nothing compared to the D.C. humidity." And I'm like, "Man, now that's hot." He's like, they finally admitted it was hot. And then we had a foot race. Me and Lamont raced 60 yards. I almost had him. I beat him for about 50. And then
almost had him.
Hey, the funny part, Beto, is during the race, he even turns around and smiles at the camera and then continues.
Yeah.
So what happened was I was outside running sprints outside the Cowboy facility because I didn't want to run on the treadmill, and I'm like, all right, I felt good about myself. Yeah, I'm in semi good shape. And then I see Lamont coming from the gym, and I was like, "Come on, man, let's do some sprints." And
look at him.
Yeah, this is me trying. I'm at my fastest. I'm good. This is when he turned it on.
You were going 100.
Oh, I was going hard.
Oh, I can tell in your face you were going 100 miles an hour. And he was.
And look at Lamont. Lamont's like just having fun.
Yeah. So
Hey, but Lamont could fly. He was flying.
he was flying. But this is where I want to get to. Coach, in Texas, there was word that there was going to be a big showdown. Not between Vergil and the Mean Machine, but there was a big showdown with your gallo Razo against Marco Pelayo. Golden Boy in charge of the money. They were going to race that same field that Lamont and I raced. They were going to race 40 yards. I get to Texas and everybody's like, who you got? Who you got? And I'm like, Marco. Marco's a soccer guy, no problem. I was the only one who was on Team Marco. Everybody wanted Razo. It came down to 11-1 that the company, everybody was choosing Razo. Now, Coach, who would you have chosen? Razo, tu gallo, or Marco Pelayo, the young guy?
Razo. Look, believe me,
Don't tell Coach what happened though.
I don't know what happened. I don't know the race. All I know is that there was no race.
I've been in situations.
Well, that's what happened. He talked the big game. They put all the money. They had PR. All the PR was all with Razo and the challenge and the videos y todo. The night before the race, Razo pulled out, claiming an injury. He claimed that fake news, man. He claimed an injury. My knee, I can't move. Doctor, give me a shot. Doctor, I can't move. Next day, he was playing golf, or that night, he was playing golf, and he called off the race. I think he should have played Marco. Se le arrugó.
Roberto, se le abrió la cajuela al gallo. Nah, man.
Pero gruesamente.
Look, Beto, I got a story. I mean, I've had situations where we used to gamble before. I go to a horse race at one time. I don't know if I ever told you this. I go to this horse race, and people knew me everywhere because I would go and bet on horses and whatever. And we go to this ranch, and when we get there, I used to take some of the guys from the gym with me, and they would raise, hey, $200. I mean, 50 yards, 100 yards, whatever. So one day, this guy comes up to me and tells me, hey, Coel, there's a guy over there. He wants to race. Really? And I look at him over. He's sitting by a tractor. He's sitting on an ice chest. And he has this old lady next to him and two little girls. And I said, okay, how much does he want to bet? He says he'll race any of your guys. He says, whatever you can gather. And I go, really? Okay. So I call this guy. His name is George. The guy was, he was in track in high school, fast runner. George, come over. George comes. He gets his shorts on and he's stretching and he's jumping. Fast guy. This guy, I'm telling you, and Antonio remembers. I mean, he had a physique like Antonio. I mean, Antonio's not like, doesn't look in great shape, but I mean.
Hold on. Antonio of now or Antonio of then?
Antonio now.
Oh.
Antonio now. So I look at the guy and he's sitting on an ice chest, Roberto. He's sitting on an ice chest and he's smoking a cigar. And he has two little girls with him. And he has an old lady next to him. And he goes, oh, that's his mom, that's his girls. So I said, okay, I'll put the 500. And then here comes my brother. He goes, hey, I got 300. And then I got 300. I got 200. Boom. Long story short, people started coming to me and say, hey, Juan, here, can I put in 100? Yeah. I've had kids. I mean, that's why I never went back. I felt embarrassed because there was kids that would come and say, hey, coach, can I put 100? Yeah. So I got a little paper and said, what's your name? Boom, boom, 100. So we gathered I think it was like $2,000, $1,800. Close to
Come on.
So we go, and then they measure how long you want to race. And the guy goes, I think he said 300 yards. And I told George goes, yeah, that's fine. And one of my friends tells me, hey, Joel, don't go by what they say. Don't give them everything they're saying. I go, that's okay, dude, we're going to beat them. He goes, no, you're basically giving them everything. You're not even putting any rules on your own. I go, no, don't worry about it. This guy's fast. So we get a guy, he's supposed to be the judge, right? And he has a hat. And he's like, hey, at the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, go. So this guy was not steady, Roberto. He was not steady. Before he even dropped the hat, he would take off. Yeah, seriously. And then all of a sudden, like, ready? Hey, stay still. And goes, 1, 2, and before he said 3, the guy will jump 3 times. So the guy goes, you know what? I don't want to be the judge. There's too much money involved. Get somebody else. So this guy's he owns his tow truck company. He goes, don't worry, Joel, I got you. Let me get this guy. He gets the hat and he goes, hey, you better stay still, dude. You're jumping before you drop the hat. So he goes, ready? 1, 2, and before he dropped the hat, the guy takes off and he runs, Roberto. My guy never took off. So we're like, man, I mean, and stuff like that, you basically lose your money because the guy never took off. So like, we lost all the money and this guy didn't even leave the starting line.
Why did your guy not take off? Because the hat hadn't hit the ground?
No, because the guy jumped before the hat went down.
Man.
So then the guy, everybody's making a big deal, and then the guy that was dropping the hat, he goes up to the guy and says, hey, you know exactly that you jumped before I dropped the hat. Be fair, dude. Come on. And he goes, yeah, okay, I did. Let's go back. So he goes back, Roberto, and he goes, okay, let's do it again. So when he says, okay, this time, be steady. So 1, 2, boom, they take off. They both took off, Roberto. My guy, I'm telling you, he was high school track, okay? Varsity track, fast guy. He was going 100 miles an hour, Roberto. And the other guy was next to him, okay? And all of a sudden, the other guy passed him, and he's looking at him like this, like going like, I already got you. While the other guy was going 100 miles an hour. So he gets to the end, Roberto, and I'm like, unbelievable. How did this guy do that? So I had to pay the money, right? I paid the money, and everybody was like, dude, you see that guy? How he beat him?
And he was old? He was old?
He was like in his 30s, Roberto. He was in his 30s. And he had Levi pants. He just folded them up a little bit. And, well, I paid. Everybody was, man, I can't believe this. This guy got beat so bad. So I'm like, okay, guys, let's go. Let's go. I told my dad, my brothers, hey, vámonos. So I'm all aguitado, so I pay the money. Leave it. And then here comes this guy, right? This guy, his name is, he passed, Don Tomás. He lived in the valley. He goes, hey, Joel, ven, quiero hablar contigo. ¿Qué pasó? Mira, Joel, yo no te quise decir nada, dice, porque los mirones en las apuestas son de palo. Pero este muchacho de eso vive. Él no trabaja.
What?
Él va a las ferias, a Bakersfield, Delano, McFarlane, así, y él de eso vive. Él no fuma, él no toma. Él es su mamá y su hija.
What?
Él de eso vive. Él se hace ver como que no corre, pero no le han ganado. Chico. Hey, that's why when you tell me, would you bet on Razo? Yes, I will.
Hey, pero Razo sí fuma, sí toma, sí come y no corre.
Razo hace todo.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so here's the race that I had. Let me see if I show this right here. All right, so this is me against Lamont.
Look at Lamont.
So Lamont, look, I'm struggling right there. I was winning early. The first 25 yards I was winning, and here's the rest of it.
He just let loose.
I was in legit fifth gear. I was in fifth gear. I was really trying, and he just took off. But now I just got an update. So, Roberto, so what happened? Razo pulls out of the race against Marco Pelayo, right? Saying he got hurt. Is that true?
Claimed an injury, but then everybody saw him at the Rams game kicking and punching and fighting with Charger fans. I can't say I believe. I can't believe. I could say I can't say I believe that he was injured.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody in the building, everybody in the office was saying that Razo is a contributor to ThursDIAZ, a good host, a good friend of ours, and he just sent me a clip of him. He said, "Here's the proof that I was hurt." All right, let's see if we can get this.
He took a picture of somebody else's knee.
No, so that's me right there. This is Razo said, "Here's proof that I was hurt. It happened the night before." Okay, so let me add this. Let me add the video here. Okay. So it's 19 seconds. I haven't seen this. I don't know what it is. This is from the night before the race.
Oh, he's out. He's gone. He's throw it, pocket. Oh, he's to the house.
Razo, he hit the ground solid.
Okay, that is the voice of Judge Jr. All right, let's slow this
The guy
down.
that should be injured is Anthony because he was reading a book and he got clobbered on the head.
Okay, so Razo's going for a pass. Razo's going for a pass.
There's no ball, by the way. There's no ball.
Okay, I don't even know who he's going up against. And then he trips over a body that's on the ground. Right? There's a body on the ground. There's just like a dead body.
Kelly.
Oh, and the ticket guy? He's on the
Anthony
ground?
was reading a book, hanging out, minding his own business, and Razo happens to right there run into Anthony. He couldn't do it anymore.
Oh, yeah. He landed hard.
Razo in the air. Razo on the ground. Oh, they should draw a chalk outline of that guy.
Oh, now there's a dead body right there. Roberto, now there's a dead body right there.
There it is. Wow. There's just a couple.
Anthony had a concussion. He got kicked in the head.
No wonder if you had tickets the next day, your tickets were messed up because Anthony didn't know where he was at.
Yeah.
He thought he was at Fancy Springs. Razo on the ground. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so it's proof that.
Roberto.
Okay, so.
Look, right there. He's already, look, on the very end, you could tell that he was massaging his knee. Yeah, you know what? My guy was right. He had to forfeit due to an injury. I'm on his side.
Yeah.
Right there. Look, right there, he's in pain. Look, he's touching it.
I don't know. I think Razo got hurt on purpose.
Yeah, he tried to pull out.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Ace of SoCal, the Cowboys are going to charge you for the dent on the field. Yeah.
That's a major dent.
Man, Razo watches a lot of soccer.
Dent.
Oh, my goodness. Man, Razo, we pulled it all out here. We have cameras everywhere. Ready to go. Oh, my God. That was fun. All right. Woo! All right, so that's a good edition of ThursDIAZ. Making fun of Razo, making fun of Toño, making fun of everybody else. Y los gallos. I'm going to get going because I got to wake up at 5:30 to take the kid to school. So for Roberto, I'm so happy you're back. It was great seeing you in Texas.
Thank you.
Oh,
Likewise.
Man. It was great seeing you. Joel, Coach, we're going to be to the gym soon. When is the grand opening in Coachella?
I'm working on it. As soon as it starts cooling down a little bit, it's too hot. I know that if I invite 100 people, only 30 are going to come. And they're going to be locals because, it's too hot. I'm telling you.
If Antonio won't go with it, Antonio's a celebrity now, so he has to have air conditioning, nice and fresquecito.
No, Antonio's gonna pull up. I bet you in a limo or something. Just the way he pulled up at the fight the other day. Roberto.
Tonio's gonna be like Joe Goosen now, right? Tonio's gonna be like Joe Goosen.
Like exactly.
The nice jacket, the denim jacket, the silk shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, Roberto. I'm training Tito Acosta, right? He has a world championship.
Yes,
fight.
sir.
Yeah, and he's been looking really, really good. And I'm telling you, I have no doubt in my mind that this kid's gonna be a world champion in this division. And today,
he's a great kid, Coach.
Great. He works hard. He's a workhorse. He trains hard. Very, 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 very humble kid. Very respectful. And he walks in and he tells me, profe, dice, me siento un poco cansado. Dice, es que yo nunca he estado en un clima como este, está caliente. Dice, ando como 5 libras arriba de mi división. He's got like 3 or 4 more weeks. And he says, Coach, ando como 3 o 5 libras arriba de mi división. And he's light on weight, but he's really strong in weight. Usted siga comiendo bien, vitaminas. Le traigo una caja de vitaminas para que mañana. Ok, Coach, no problema, pero yo he estado en todas partes y nunca he tenido un lugar donde el clima de aquí es diferente. Le digo,
en Puerto Rico es humid, pero tiene la brisa del mar, refresca. Aquí dice, no siento aire.
Yeah. No, but I mean, in the training, the air conditioning is running in the gym, so it's not hot in there. I have the air conditioning; it's comfortable to train in there. But he said, like in the runs in the afternoons, runs in the mornings, he says it's hot. It's humid, hot.
Before we go, Mikey V just told me to check the account, and gente sin que hacer. Like if you guys would actually apply yourself at your job, this world will be a better place. But no, this is what we got instead. This is what.
There he is. There he is.
Oh shit!
So that's Razo running the route.
Say?
That's Razo running the route.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles Rams. That's Razo right before. But what happened to Razo after he ran into Anthony Cali? I mean, once again, gente sin que hacer. Of course this was coming. This is Razo.
Oh my God!
The before and after. The before and after.
Look at the ref. Look at the ref.
Kenny Bayless was in Texas. He saw Razo done. Oh my goodness. We appreciate everybody that watches every single week. You contribute to it, as we mentioned
a little humor too, huh?
Yeah.
A little humor to the show.
Oh my God. Every single week we have fun with it. ThursDIAZ has been doing the podcast for about a year. Make sure you rate, review, subscribe, all that other good stuff. Today's was show just to have some fun, catch up with everybody else, and we'll be there with you. Next week we might do a normal one. Probably not, because there's going to be more pictures of Razo coming through.
Do it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. We'll see you next week. Adios, Roberto. Adios, Coach. So you guys don't much. See you soon. Thanks for watching another edition of ThursDIAZ.
Roberto Guciño, Beto Guciño, have a good night.
Igualmente, Coach. Un abrazo. Saludos a todos por allá. Beto, happy birthday, man. Enjoy.
Thank you. Gracias.